on my clothes when I'm Louis V dripping. Don't like stress in my dome.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. On the 29th of October 2024, Chief Mrs. Nike Akande turned 80 and she had a beautiful party in Lagos, Nigeria. Chief Mrs. Nike Akande, OON, is a Nigerian economist, accountant and industrialist who served as the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, an honorary vice president of the Nigerian Association of Chambers and Industry. She is a two-time Minister of Industry of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the party was well attended. We had the likes of Flavour by the bandstand, and Mrs. Nike turned 80. She celebrated 80 years, 8 whole decades, and she had Flavour by the bandstand to serenade her. Mrs. Nike is an indigene of Ibadan, born into the family of Adisa of Ile Oluwo compound and a bordering Oyo state. That explains why Ooni of Ife is seen here. They are cousins. Guys, let's get down to the party. You know, any party with Flavour attend, they tight. Sit back. We also had lots of our OGs, the OGs before IG. I'm sure some old school people like me will sure get this drift. Mrs. Nike used to be like that Lagos socialite who attended almost every event. It's just super beautiful that she is 80 already. I remember like yesterday when she turned 70. Here we have Mama Bakassi herself, Senator Florence Itagiwa. Yes, she is good friends with the celebrants. They've been friends for a long time. And we also had comedian Benga Denka, who anchored the event. And let's listen to his jokes and tell me if you laughed.
Possible for this kind of love. I want to feel it too. When I grow up, he lowered his voice. He said, Benga, every time I call her baby darling, you know I'm close. I've forgotten her name. Now, thank God the good general is here and the admiral is here. In their time, there were no fake soldiers in Nigeria. In their time. But things have changed. Almost everything is fake. That's why I mind myself now. Fake drink. Fake spoon, fake ice cream, fake, in fact, there's some fake women too, if you know what I'm talking about. Fake soft drink, fake everything. Last week I was driving, Your Excellency. I was driving. All of a sudden, God just told me park. Okay, you are I was in front of the Yaba military cantonment. I just parked. I crossed over to the road. God told me, slap him. So I saw this guy in military regalia. I gave him a heavy slap. Ah! Then the guy started to run. God told me, he's a fake soldier. Anywhere you go, this is your duty to your nation. You must tell people to do the same thing you have done. So please, daddies, mommies, young people, anytime you are driving and you see anybody in uniform, go towards the person, slap him.
Here we have Hajia Abafolawiyo and Hajia Bola Shagaya. Hajia Bola Shagaya was born on the 10th of October 1959. She is a businesswoman and fashion enthusiast, one of the richest women in Africa. This woman, her legs are so long. And then beside her in blue is Mrs. Ojara, the former First Lady of Ogun State. These women in the early 2000s, they were the big deal. Here we have Governor Musu. I am guessing the younger lady beside him is his wife. I am not sure. And who is this lady in white? Looks like, is it the mommy Esther? I really don't know who she is, but just know that this table is full of dignitaries. And then we have Pastor Siju. How many of you remember Pastor Siju? The woman that had her party after the late Wigwe passed and got suspended from Redeemed Church, pulled out from City of David because she threw a party. This is her husband. They eventually left Redeemed Church. I really don't know what they're up to. The blogger who posted this, or the vlogger, addressed them as Mr. and Mrs., which I found pretty hilarious. Remember, I supported them at the time because I was like, there's nothing wrong with having a party. They paid homage to the dead, and people were like, no, they shouldn't have had a party. And they even invited Flavour. In fact, there were lots of issues. At the end of the day, you can tell that people were just jealous of them because the church was doing so well, even though it was believed that the late Herbert was like a major sponsor. But I still feel like she had the rights to throw her party. The party was scheduled already, but then human beings and all the talks. Okay, now rumor has it that the father of the late Herbert Wigwe has sued that he wants to have 20% off his late son's will. I don't know how true that is, but if it's true, you can see that now. You can see that Pastor Suju Ilomade wasn't the enemy. Sometimes we just end up fighting battles that are not meant to be fought. In fact, the Wigwe family were so upset that they did not have a single activity at the City of David Church after the man passed. Well, like I said, I stand firmly with Pastor Suju and her husband.
Breaking all the rules of society, but we're all on it.
Let's take a look at how the Ooni of Ife arrived to the event. I think this man needs to move to Lagos. He's basically in Lagos all the time. I know that a lot of events in Lagos are mostly based on invitations, like the only thing that permits you to enter is usually your invitation card. So when I see the Ooni with these entourage, this number of people, I can't help but ask myself, like, how can you come to someone's event with this number of people? Are they going to stand behind you? Won't they block others? Like, it's not easy. Well, I guess people who invite them already know and will probably ask for the number of people they will come with. That way, adequate provisions are made for them. We see the Ooni going to say hello to Chief Mrs. Daisy Danjuma, who recently turned 70. Such a gorgeous woman. She is married to General Theophilus Danjuma, who is from, guess where? Adamawa State, because Lady Danjuma is from Edo State, and we have the Ooni exchanging pleasantries with this handsome man who I don't know. Who is this gorgeous lady coming to say on her? You can tell they haven't seen each other in a while. They know each other, that one is for sure. So guys, let's move on. Flavour needs to tell us what he added to this song, because the way these mommies dance to this song, even those that are not Igbo, I find it so funny. Who is the man Flavour is with? Could it be the celebrant's son? So guys, what are your thoughts on Flavour and Casey's drama on Twitter? I am standing with Flavour. Casey is really a copycat. I mean, he needs to do better. So we have the moment the celebrant made her grand entrance. Of course, we had BJ Sax behind the saxophone, and it was a beautiful entrance, if you ask me, because life truly begins at 80. Oh my god, she looked so radiant with her husband. Chai, these old couples that love themselves, I like them too much, but she had to be held. I feel like the clothes wasn't so comfortable, but I love that she lived in the moment, so happy. Anybody that makes it up to 80 in this Nigeria in good health, throw a party, like here we have Senator Daisy Danjuma saying hello to some friends, and let's move on. The next you can see here is the celebrant Flavour serenading her, and you can tell she was so excited. Beside her is Senator Daisy Danjuma, her longtime friend. This mothers around Flavour reminds me of a tweet where someone said, Flavour goes for the mothers, like mothers love Flavour a lot. I need to know what Flavour puts in his stew. It's always so warm, especially seeing people who do not even understand Igbo language dance and enjoy Flavour's tunes. So beautiful. So guys, this is a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. You may get to see a part 2 if it's necessary. If I get, let's say, 20k views in 48 hours else. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog as much as I did. And for the OGs, how many of you remember this woman and most of the people in this vlog? This is not the typical event where you have a lot of young people. This is the birthday party of an 80-year-old, so she sure invited people around her age bracket. Society Hotspot wishes Mama a super belated happy birthday.